Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight you guys said you wanted to see it, so here we go. I'm giving you guys a double feature day. I know, kind of crazy. You guys already got one Vermont video? Well, now you're getting a second. And this one is the worst gaming experience in World of Warships Legends I have ever had. And that is saying something. Because we've had some good ones over the years. But yeah, this one takes the cake. But good news! Wargaming has heard and they have scheduled a maintenance for Monday where they are actually going to be adding a hotfix to a lot of the carrier problems that we're currently experiencing. So, hang on. Those of you who uninstalled already, reinstall the game potentially. We'll see what happens on Monday. Whether the new update, Carriers 2.01, or do we just call it 2.1? Call it 2.1. That's a little easier. 2.1 goes into effect. Now, one of the things that I can honestly say that this has really been a problem is that y'all seem to think that, oh, Spartan doesn't have to worry about carriers. No, I got to worry about carriers more than you do. You know why? Because as soon as people notice that I'm in the game, guess who they're going for? Yeah, it's me. Oh, look. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yep, there goes 20,000 hit points. Courtesy of Wargaming. Appreciate you. That was with defensive AA up, and we shot down a whopping 4 planes? 5? Oop, hold that thought. 5 planes? Yeah, look at us go. First heal's gone, 20,000 hit points gone. Surely he won't be back. Oh, but it's okay. It's okay, because we're going to adapt and overcome, guys. We're going to go around this left side, and we're going to move forward with our Alaska and our Kitakaze, right? And we're going to be able to do things like take on the enemy. Now, I'm sure you guys probably noticed by now that there are 3 destroyers in this lobby. Which means out of the entire lobby, only 4 people, 5 people, could be potentially spottable, and there's at least 2 of them on the other side of the map. Are you starting to add up why this isn't going to work out? Basically, we're going to have a match where we get to do absolutely nothing but get beat up on in the most infuriating way possible. And this is the problem with carriers. And I swear to God, if I have to see one dumb comment from somebody say, well, Spartan, in World War II, carriers made battleships obsolete, so it's only right that... Hello. Also, you're going to see some interesting, interesting drops and stuff coming from this carrier. Oh, look, we managed to make a carrier miss, right? We turned into the torpedoes. It's almost like I've been down this road. I know how to dodge. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, yeah. Oh, nope. We got rid of him. Screw you, carrier. You don't get me this time. We're fine. We've got 2 more heals. We've got a defensive AA coming back in a minute and a half. We've got a Kitakaze who's... he exists. And we have an Alaska who's eating torpedoes. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be working out in our favor, now does it? Oh, and then we get the guys that are sitting behind islands on the backside of the map shooting at us, which just happens to be a Yamato. Yay. So out of everything, the Alaska finally decides to push in and heat radars, which is fine, but it's an Elbing and another destroyer, and I choose to shoot at the Elbing. We go ahead and take the shot. We don't have the guns ready to shoot at the Daring. We do manage to slap the Elbing for 2 pins, giving us a whopping 2,800 damage. 2,800. Now, given that I've already been shot from the middle of the map, the last thing I want to do is go in front of this island as I retreat. I can't go forward. If I follow that freaking, that guy in the Alaska in, I am a dead man. And we already know, right? Like, there is a Yama and a Montana in the middle of the map waiting to yeet us. And the Alaska is already dead, because sailing straight in to 2 destroyers, especially after you saw the 2 destroyers, not going to end well, right? So me, I've already said this sides with Jesus. My Kitakaze isn't willing to put himself in a position to potentially help. I mean, he could have been helpful against the Daring or the Elbing, But he has decided that he doesn't want to do that. So instead, I am like, yep, we out of here. I can't do anything over here. I have 2 destroyers on this side of the map. I've got a carrier coming after me. I've got a Yama and a Montana shooting over the top of Mount Everest to shoot me, and I can't shoot back. This is miserable. Of course, we try to turn away here. We don't want to eat all the torpedoes, but he does manage to hit us with 3 of them. So there goes another 15,000 damage, probably somewhere in that neighborhood. So far, the only one to do damage to us has been the carrier. Just remember that. He's hit us twice. That's absurd in its own right. A carrier has hit me twice, and I've lost 2 heals and all of my hit points. Yeah. That is the problem with this update. Remember, there's nothing I can do to counter the carrier other than try to dodge them, right? I have the defensive AA. I already used them. I've shot down 19 aircraft. Oh, he's back, and there's the perma-fire. Yay. Goody. I feel good about this. Hey, look, Hogwarts. Should we shoot Harry Potter out of the top of the tower? I feel like we should. But, no, we're going back to defend the cap. Why are we going back to defend the cap, guys? Because they're going to the cap. There was an Elbing in the middle of the map, and ain't nobody around to stop him. Nobody on my team on the right side's gonna double back and try to protect. Oh, look, the Elbing is spotted by the carrier. Isn't that nice? If only there was a way that I could shoot him. But, alas, there isn't. Because the new spotting... Oh, look! Carrier's back. Where the f did those planes come from? They just appeared off the left side of my ship and just dropped 4 torpedoes and said, I'm out. Like, that kind of screwy. There was something going on with, like, lag or something. Because these planes were legitimately, like, popping up like Kaba's torpedoes, man. They weren't getting spotted until they were right on top of me. But we've shot down 30 of them. We've done 2,800 damage in 7 minutes. Just showcasing that you can survive an unrelenting assault from a carrier for a while. As long as nobody's around to shoot you while you're trying to dodge all this stuff. But, again, there's nothing I can do about this. Try to put myself in position. Help defend the cap. Our team is going to put themselves in a position. Oh my god, I get to shoot him! Battleship! Yama gets spotted shooting at me, so we get to shoot him back. What a concept. Holy crap. What did I do to deserve this? What have I done? All of those years of live streams down the drain, just like that. And we shoot at him, we get basically no damage. And then the Elbing is just pinning us. Okay, I got a question, Wargaming. If an Elbing can Citadel cruisers and do stupid damage to battleships that are broadside, how does it manage to also do full pin damage to destroyers? How does that make any sense? There's got to be a compromise somewhere, right? Like, if the Elbing has ridiculous AP that can Citadel cruisers at ridiculous ranges and do serious damage to battleships, like, why can it also absolutely annihilate destroyers with the same AP? Sounds kind of stupid. But Yama makes a huge mistake as he's dodging torpedoes from our carrier, and I get to finally blap him. And that is how much fun we got to have during this entire game. The only person that we got the chance to shoot at the entire game. Isn't that great? And here comes the carrier one more time. We've got our defensive AA running. Are we going to pick up our clear skies? Come on. Turn, Spartan! No! Ah! We got the clear skies, though. That's what matters, guys. Clear skies. Look at us go. But the game's over. So, and it took him roughly, we'll call it 7.5 minutes. 7.5 minutes for a carrier to fly enough planes to sink me. With no counter at all. So yes, you're gonna have games like this. There's sometimes nothing you can do about it. If you're in this Lucian's place in the future, I got a little bit of advice for you. Try armor piercing against an Elbing, because your HE is actually going to shatter on the belt of an Elbing, I believe. Could be wrong, but you'll see a lot of the HE that this guy fires actually does very little to no damage. But I would say you only have you got smaller guns, so like you could legitimately, and then of course he's just taking a beat down from this Elbing. Now, if he stays full broadside, the Elbing isn't getting full pins every time. The Elbing is actually overpinning it. But if he starts to angle away a little bit, and he has the range potentially, he kind of smokes up a little bit early here, so the Elbing is outside of the sonar range, right? But this is already a foregone conclusion. Like, this guy has no real chance against this Elbing because he just stayed just outside of the range of his sonar to be able to spot the Elbing while being able to tear him apart. So, a little bit of a misplay by the Luciu. And he is getting some damage here with the AG, especially if he hits places that don't have the armor. But I'm pretty sure Elbing, and there's a couple others, like, I know the, oh my god, there's the full pin damage that you love from the Elbing. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Elbing has like a little bit of armor belt that like Kaba and stuff like that has as well, which causes some HE to shatter. There's a couple of those boats that have that, and it catches you off guard because you're like, okay, well I already know I'm at a hit point disadvantage, but I should be able to do some serious damage to this guy, and if I dodge a few, you never know. But what happens is you end up hitting that armor belt doing no damage, and then all of a sudden, not only do they have a huge hit point advantage, but you're also doing no damage to them, and then it becomes a problem. But as we wind down watching the end of the worst game of my World of Warships Legends career, and I'm not saying worst game in terms of damage, we put up 54,000 damage because a Yama had to dodge a carrier at 1.2, so we did get a little bit. Also, that torp strike on that Mino was beautiful from this carrier. Landing 4 torps on that Mino was hilarious. But also, look at these torpedoes. Right now, this Mino is just kind of like trying to sit in the smoke screen and get away, and this Montana dodges the one torpedo, and that one torpedo smacks the Mino right on the snoot. And you know darn well that that gave that Mino, he got away with it because of the saturation, but he is now flooding. He will be dying shortly, right? Like, you know he's dead. But Vermont is pushing straight in. He should be able to easily finish off the Mino if it comes down to it. But actually, it's the destroyer that ends up landing a shot and finishing him off. The carrier gets a strike on the Vermont as well. And then our destroyer gets into a fight with their destroyer, and they trade. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have you guys had matches like this where you've fought your backside off, had absolutely nothing to shoot at the entire game, and you get top of your team? Remember, we did nothing but shoot down planes and run away, and then eventually get one shot against the Yama, and we got top of the team. Thanks, team. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.